I'm invests. And as a vested investor invests, I invest with E-Trade, where investors can investigate and invest. Invests. Or not invests.
Hey guys, my name is Jeremy,
And I'm Shai.
and together we make up the LGO Edge Fund team. So we are not here to pitch E-Trade to the class, but we are here to pitch a pretty cool idea. So a little bit about myself. I grew up in small town Michigan, moved out to Seattle about 8 years ago, and been in Cambridge, part of the LGO program here at MIT.
Okay, so I'm from Israel originally, and I actually came here especially for the program. So up until a few months ago, I was only in Israel. Now I'm a Bostonian here.
Cool. So, want to talk to you guys a little bit about the LGO Edge Fund and why we think it's valuable. So, we have this structure of billions of people in the world that really like take their hard-earned income and invest it in the stock market for a rainy day or like future retirement or plans down the line. And what they're doing is really blindly putting it into a mutual fund or really investing their life savings in something that they're not as familiar about as they should be. So we're asking the question is there a way to make things easier for people to truly understand what they're investing in? So how we're going to do this? It's a tall task to say we're going to predict the stock market, right? And interestingly enough, there's a guy named Joseph Petrowski. He wrote his original PhD paper on just that, like to break down certain criteria of companies' financial performance and get it into a user-friendly format. So he showed with this strategy that year over year he could consistently beat the S&P, beat the general stock performance of the market by about 7%. So that was published in 2002, and since then it hasn't really widely been adopted in the financial market. But we're going to look at maybe if it should be or not. So we want to take Petrowski's method that he proved to be valuable and analyze it in a current day form, and then maybe put it into a visualization method that everyday users can understand.
Okay, so the tools and methods that we will be using for this project is first of all scraping website, screen scraping. So we do have a database that is correct for 2015 back about 30 years. But for the new information 2016 and on, we need to basically get the information from the websites themselves. We already did this in class, and so that is part of our methodology. Another tool is basically we're looking at a very large storage. We're looking at 4,000 companies, US-based companies, over multiple timelines using various criterias. And so a large storage and computation power, we will be using a DigitalOcean for that. As Jeremy said, the visualization we're aiming for is very user experience, user-friendly. So basically every person would be able to use it. We are not exactly, we don't exactly know which tools we're going to use to do that, but that is also a big part of this project. And lastly, the data analytics, basically the validation of the data, the validation of the model, and basically even seeing which stocks are interesting. We're going to use various linear regression, random walks, and clustering to see that. Regarding the risks to the project, we broke that down into two parts. The first is the business case risk, and the second is the project risk. A very general overview is that on the business case, one risk is basically that the model itself will show low significance, and therefore we won't be able to use it. And the second one is diminishing marginal utility. Basically, throughout time, as we use it, it'll be less and less significant. Significant.
If everybody's using this to
Exactly.
invest, like it won't be as valuable for people to use. You're not going to be able to like beat any average strategy in that case.
Yeah,
Like, the average will just
that
become
that
the
would be
average.
the market exactly. So on the other side, the project risk, basically, not being from this field, the both of us, the proficiency we have in the tools, although we learned in class, we will be using more specific tools for our project. We hope that we'll be able to learn this and get proficient with them in time. The second part is basically the scope estimation and the work that comes with it. And the third is scalability. Is this model scalable? If we have thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of users, what does that mean? That's another facet.
It's a bold prediction.
Yeah.
Okay. I like it. So next steps, we've got some techniques for scraping data. We need to figure out like which financial websites we're going to target and what actually is going to give us the details of this Petrowski F-score. We want to run like multiple techniques for the analysis of the data. So linear regression, clustering, like different methods to actually understand the data better. And then next up is like once we have that analysis complete, it's a matter of how to visualize it and how to actually make it user friendly. So from there, once it's in a nice format, it comes down to two of the easier points, which is start a new hedge fund and make our first $1 billion. So with that,
this is my retirement. Retiring retired tires, and I never get tired of it. Are you entirely prepared to retire? Plan your never-tiring, retired tires retirement with E-Trade.
non-E-Trade pitch, really. Just some fun videos. Okay, guys, thanks for your time.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.